This is the presentation for demand estimation, Charlie's Meat Market. These are the presenters' names. I am Hema. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to work with you on analyzing your sales data for chuck roast and grass-fed ribeye products. As you know, pricing decisions can have a significant impact on sales, and I believe that analyzing the data you have collected will provide valuable insights into how pricing can affect the sales of each product. In addition to examining the relationship between pricing and sales, we will also investigate whether and how the pricing of one good interacts with sales of the other good and provide recommendations on optimal pricings for each product. Furthermore, we will explore the degree to which sales of each meat product is affected by the state of the economy, as well as trends in your overall sales. To better understand the factors affecting demand for your products, we will also consider variables such as the average household income in the region of sale and the average daily high temperature during the month of sale. Through regression analysis and scatter plots, we will visualize the relationships between these variables and sales and provide recommendations for pricing and marketing strategies to improve your business performance. Additionally, we will evaluate the feasibility of opening a second storefront in downtown Memphis. As per our analysis of the sales data for chuck and ribeye products, we found a negative relationship between quantity demanded and price. In other words, when the price of a product increases, the quantity demanded decreases and vice versa. To determine this relationship, we created a scatter plot of price, which is the y-axis, and quantity sold, which is the x-axis for each product. By inserting a trend line, we were able to display the equation of the line, which gives us the inverse demand equation for each product. The inverse demand equation for chuck is P equals 6.581 minus 0.0012 Q, and for ribeye, it is P equals 20.134 minus 0.015 Q. So here are the two graphs. The first one is chuck versus P chuck, and the second one is Q ribeye versus P ribeye. We also found that the demand for each product is price elastic, meaning that a change in price leads to a proportionally larger change in quantity demanded. Each instance, to sell an extra 100 units of either chuck or ribeye, the price would decrease. And we understand that you may or not have a background in economics or quantitative analysis, so let us explain what this means for your pricing decisions. Essentially, this outcome suggests that a small change in price can have a significant impact on the quantity of each product sold. Therefore, you should carefully consider your pricing strategy to maximize revenue and profit. However, we will also recommend avoiding drastic price changes that may negatively impact the customer loyalty. So when we did the regression analysis, we found that sales for both products decreased by approximately 5 units per month for every dollar the price increased. And to determine this function, we used this regression tool with quantity as a dependent variable and price as the explanatory variable. So to continue with the analysis, we have two values, P value and R value, and therefore we recommend to carefully consider these pricing strategies to maximize the revenue and profit while maintaining customer loyalty. As you can see, this is the statistics we gained from this analysis. To better isolate a causal impact of a good's price on sales, we carried out multiple analysis for each good separately with quantity as the dependent variable and 5 explanatory variables. The trend variable was created as a new column in Excel and simply stated as 1 in the first cell and increased by 1 each month until the last observation in the data. The estimated demand is shown here, and these equations show the relationship between the demand for each good and all the variables that are included in the regression, including the intercept. So when we control other factors, these equations give us an accurate representation of the relationship. Here you can see the causal impact of goods prices on sales, and we have controlled the other factors, and we have equations that show the relationship between the demand and the variables to be included in the regression. Here you can see the summary output. We have the regression statistics and the ANOVA. Here are some more summary outputs and the statistics we gained. As per your request, we have on the overall trajectory of revenue for Charlie's, we focused on the revenue coming from chuck roast and ribeye sales. To do this, we created a new variable that reflects the revenue from these two sources, and then we created a scatter plot of revenue. And analyzing the data, we found the revenue from the two beef products, and this represents the increase in the average sales per month. In other words, there was an annual increase about 0.74%. Here you can see the graph representing the relationship between reflecting revenue and trend. With our analysis for Charlie's sales data and market trends, we think that opening a second store in Memphis, especially in the South Main downtown area, could be a viable option for the company. However, we suggest considering the following factors before making a final decision: market demand, competition, operating costs, brand recognition, management, and staffing. And all of these would be essential to evaluate the potential impact on the existing business and whether it can support expansion.